big announcement coming up here. Alex's neck of the woods in Philadelphia. Mason McGwire, Josiah Hartshorn are both representing the Cubs at the Futures game. So this is the Sunday of All-Star Weekend. You got the draft on Saturday at 1:30, I believe, Eastern time that would be. Then I believe this game is noon Eastern time Sunday.
And the draft is at 11:30 on Sunday.
Yes, that's the extra rounds of the draft.
One eye, you'll have to keep
So I'll be at the Futures game watching Josiah Hartshorn hopefully win the MVP there to be the first Cub to do it since Brennan Davis, who won it out in Colorado at that point, I believe it was.
Right? I'm going to be at the draft when the Cubs are using their day 2 picks on pitchers, values,
and I'm going to be watching
in the middle
Mason McGwire dealing. Yeah, it's going to be a great synergy.
We'll reconvene back here in Chicago. We'll
have it'll be good.
All bases. I was thinking when you were talking about Alex's record, is it like a George Costanza deal where you're offering hitting advice to Dansby Swanson?
Can't confirm nor deny.
Like the angle of impact and all that? Yeah.
Can't confirm nor deny.
Oh, it's unbelievable. So. Circling back on this Futures game stuff, though, I always enjoy it. I've enjoyed this since I was a kid. I just feel like you don't get a lot of exposure to the minor league guys. Now that we have the streaming capabilities on MLB.com and what we do here, you get a lot more exposure to them. But I love the concentration of talent, seeing some of these guys up against other guys. I think for Hartshorn in particular, bigger dude, he's a guy to me that almost is like, you're surprised. You look at him and go, that's a college bat. The discipline's good. He's big, he's large, he's physically developed. I think you're going to put him next to other guys and go, he fits. Which, it's maybe anecdotal and maybe as simple.
But also not a guarantee from a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Like some 19-year-olds go there and they're growing into their body.
It's a great point. They look almost like underdeveloped, and you're like, oh, this dude, I can't wait for him 3 years down the road. It's kind of more now with Hartshorn. How excited are you, Jim, to see him in the Futures game?
No, it'll be the first time I've seen him in action because we didn't get him. There was something going on. He didn't play in the spring breakout game. We did not get him in the spring breakout game. And like we were talking about earlier, I think all those numbers are impressive, especially when you consider his age and that he's already gone up to high A and his numbers haven't gone down at all. They've actually gone up in high A. The most impressive number to me on there, honestly, is the on-base percentage. To carry a .399 on-base percentage in your first year of pro ball, you've already been promoted. And in South Bend, not only is it high A for teenager, I still maintain, I think the Midwest League is about the hardest league to hit in the minor leagues as well.
You got some really big yards there too, like Lansing's a big ballpark. Yeah, it's cold for 2 months. And then you get some elite pitching, like especially later on in the season. If you're drafting a high arm, a college arm, they're probably going to go there and throw the rest of their innings as the season goes on. Because then now you're dealing with 21, 22-year-old pitchers who are finishing out their seasons.
And Mason McGwire is the arm here. I was pulling up some data. Sits 94 on the fastball, kind of like a fun lower release, flat approach, which is pretty modern in baseball. And he's a top 30 guy. He's not the top pitching prospect in the org. A guy like Caleb Wing probably has a bit more pedigree and interest, upside long term. But this is a fun opportunity to see him on a bigger stage because he's a guy that I don't think we've highlighted a ton, even on Road to Wrigley, on various other things we've programmed here on Marquee and such. But he's an interesting prospect. It's good to have an arm in this 20 to 30 window that we're a bit more excited about than maybe some of the other guys that we had there, Jim.
Well, just like we all thought Mason McGwire would be representing the Cubs in the Futures game.
Exactly.
Right? I think that was our projection. But the reason we haven't talked about him much on Road to Wrigley is he didn't even pitch last year.
Yeah,
he missed
that's a great point.
Entire season. It was interesting. He had a partial elbow tear, but it didn't require surgery. But he missed a whole year. He's come back this year. He's throwing hard. He'll touch 99, but like you said, it's really more that low 90s, 92, 94 most of the time. His most effective pitch, he's got a curveball with downer break.
Yep.
But he only throws about 10% of the time. But when he does, it's like, I don't know, people are sitting on the fastball. He's got a little slider, a splitter. He's interesting. I mean, he's the son of Mark McGwire. I'm sure that probably contributed.
Yeah, you got some storyline there.
Some of the selection.
It's interesting that the son of Mark McGwire is a little underrated by the three of us. Normally, when you have that pedigree, people overrate you.
And he's a pitcher too.
He's a pitcher too. When your dad is one of the best power hitters in all time.